Hey guys, I want to share a story from today that I had with a client. He is a very good friend of mine, and it allowed for some great discussion on buying a house right now in the midst of high interest rates. And I want to share with you the things we discussed because I thought the conversation was really good. And a lot of you can probably relate to what we addressed. So first off, I just want to kind of give you some background here. So he's a first-time home buyer. He's a very knowledgeable and wise person, interacts with money on a daily basis. He actually helps people and mentors them on, things like how to save, where to invest, what to be careful of when doing risky investments. So needless to say, he and I always have great talks because the market and the economy affects our jobs constantly, right? So sometimes it's hard to, I don't want to say this, like pull the trigger on something, especially when it comes to like our money, right? Like that is why I have people like this in my life. He's a mentor sometimes, but he also loves to play devil's advocate with me too. So it always is an entertaining conversation when we get together, and I really appreciate that about him. I feel like he challenges me in so many other ways in my life, and so just a great friend and somebody to bounce ideas and things off of. So now that you have the background of the guy I had lunch with, let's dive into what we discussed that I want to share with you. The question got brought up, what are the benefits of buying right now in this market? So here we go. I'm going to do my best to kind of share with you a little bit about the conversation. So one, we talked about less competition, more negotiation power. So higher interest rates often deter many buyers, right, leading to reduced competitions. This can result in more favorable terms for you, such as price reductions, seller concessions, or flexible closing timelines, things like that, right? Like this created great discussion as I shared with him other stories taking place right now with our buyers in this market. One thing I would add to this is why it's so important to be working with an agent who is full-time in this industry and is a top producing agent. Like you want and you should want to be with someone who is out there in the market every day, writing and seeing the types of offers coming in on properties. So this will help you determine how you could potentially get those price reductions on list price, negotiating like inspection items, and maybe get the seller to pay some of your closing costs as a buyer, right? So that's why it's important, because we know what's happening in the market every single day if we're out there and we're full-time. So two, potential for lower home prices. So with fewer buyers in the market right now, sellers may be more inclined to lowering their asking price or offer incentives to attract buyers, which we've seen. This environment can provide opportunities to purchase homes at more reasonable prices. So this is something we are seeing, but I think it's because sellers and listing agents price the home too high sometimes to begin with. So if the home is priced right, it should sell fairly quickly, like I've been telling all of you guys. But however, if you see a home that has not sold in over 3 to 4 weeks and is still on the market, this is your opportunity to submit an offer below asking price, because the seller might take that offer or at least negotiate below the listing price there. So just keep that in mind. 3, opportunity to refinance later. This is a big one. You've heard me say many times, marry the house, date the rate, and that suggests that while you commit to the home, the current high interest rate isn't permanent, right? So if rates decrease in the future, you can refinance to a lower rate, potentially reducing your monthly payments. So listen, the average person right now stays in their home 7 to 8 years. That's way less than 30 years, which is what most people sign up for when getting a loan to purchase their house. So don't get caught up in the rate, you guys. Like, so many people get caught up in the rate. The news does a great job talking about it. I know the news and media want you to focus on that, but in the last three homes I've bought, I've done refinances on them all. The rates always change, right? So instead of waiting for them to drop, make the move now to beat the rush when rates finally go down below 6%, right? So who cares if it happens to be in 6 or 12 months? You win either way. Like if your rates go up, you lock now, and you have a lower rate than you would have if you waited 12 months waiting for them to come down, right? You also win if rates come down later because then you can refinance. So don't get stuck on an interest rate number and don't focus on that. If you're ready to buy. Number 4, building equity sooner. So delaying a home purchase means postponing equity accumulation. By buying now, you start building equity immediately, which can be beneficial for your long-term financial health. I kind of hit on this in the previous one on 3, but as rates come down, more buyers will hit the market. That means more demand, and as always in Omaha, more supply, and as always in Omaha, less demand. We don't have enough homes to sell to all of the buyers here, which means when more buyers get in this game, when rates drop, home prices will climb again in the previous example. And if you didn't care about the rate and you got in when everyone else was waiting for the rates to drop, now you own a home and you can refinance your home, and your home value is being raised by everyone else who is buying now, right? Like overpaying for the house you got a deal on, right? So just keep that in mind as you're like thinking about long-term stuff, right? Like long-term. Number 5, tax advantages. Home ownership can offer tax benefits such as deductions on your mortgage interest and property taxes, which can offset some of the costs associated with higher interest rates. So I don't want to get too much into this, but seek out a tax professional or accountant and they can lay out for you kind of all those benefits that come from owning a home. But I did want to touch on that. So also, if you need a guy, I have a guy. I can put you in touch with one of those guys to kind of talk about some of those benefits of owning a home and things like that. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to share this with you as I'm out here walking, huffing and puffing. I hope this encourages you all with where we are at in this current market. Today's conversation kind of encouraged me. I'm glad I got to have this one today. And as always, everyone, work hard, be kind, and be present. We'll see you on the next one. Enjoy your day. God bless, guys. Have a good night.